Thank you. And of course, it's Tuesday, which means we are doing Training Tuesday with Jolynn Payne from Rocking Paw Dog Training and Kennels. And she's giving us some tips and tricks on what toys will work best for your pup.
Hello, my name is Jolynn Payne, and I am the owner and trainer of Rocking Paw Dog Training and Kennels Suites. And today we're going to talk about how not all toys are equal for each dog. So we're going to start off in the ball category. Most owners allow their dogs to play with a tennis ball because they're inexpensive, they have give. Tennis balls are fine for dogs that just like to carry them around, but there are several different problems to a tennis ball. The first problem is they can peel the felt back and then they can choke on the felt that they pull off. The second thing, if your dog likes to sit and chew and chew and chew on a tennis ball, the felt will wear down their teeth. In a matter of years, it'll look like somebody has taken a file to their teeth. So a good substitution for a tennis ball would be the orange and blue Chuck It ball. It is rubber, it is nice and tough, it won't break apart like a tennis ball for your moderate toy chewers. So, and it also bounces really good. So if you like to bounce the ball for your dogs, the Chuck It is a really good substitution. For dogs that are brachycephalic, which are dog breeds with your smushed nose, the Holy Rollers work very well for them. So when they carry them in their mouths, they can breathe a lot easier. The rubber squeaky balls with the little spinies on them are great for dogs that like to just walk around and squeak and play with, fetch with the balls. But if you have dogs that again are heavy chewers and like to tear them apart, the rubber can be broken into pieces and of course swallowed and ingested, and we don't want that to happen. Kind of stuffy looking ball. This one has little spinies all over it and they're nice and soft. It's kind of like a chamois that you would wash your car with. And then lastly, we love the large Chuck It soccer balls. There are all different kinds of stuffies. Some dogs' goal in life is just to unstuff a stuffy. I have no problem with that as long as the dog does not ingest the stuff. So for dogs that do not tear things up, you have nice big fluffy stuffies that they like to play with. For dogs that you don't want to pick up the stuffing all the time, there are toys. This one is kind of realistic. It looks like a possum. And the whole body is a squeaker. So the only stuffy is in the foot and then, in the tail and the feet. Then you have your stuffies that have no stuffing in them at all and they kind of sound like crinkly and they'll usually have a squeaker. And then you have your tougher stuffies. These are not for big dog chewers because they will still figure out how to put that in the back of their mouth and just grind on it until they can tear it up, but they're made out of almost fire hose material. And so you can get some that have squeakers and then you can get some that are crinkly as well. And then we come to our bone section. I buy antlers for my dogs. And the only kind of antlers that I buy for my dogs are the jumbo-sized elk antlers that are split. The dogs want to eat the marrow out of them. If you have a dog that their goal in life is to eat the outside of the antler, the hard part of it, then you can end up with a chipped tooth. However, if you have dogs, Goldens, whatever your breed is, like mine, they just want to chew the marrow out, and that's what interests them. Keeps them busy for a long time. I also like bully sticks. Bully sticks are beef pizzle. I always put a holder on them so that the dog doesn't chew it down to a certain portion and then swallows. If your dogs are like mine and they only just chew and put indentations on them, these are a great choice. But if you have a dog that breaks off large chunks and swallows and ingests them, then this is not the kind of bone for you. I would suggest a real bone. This is in your freezer section of your pet stores, and so it is a raw bone. The importance of using a raw bone would be to make sure after they're done chewing it to put it back in the freezer, because again, it has raw meat on it and we don't want that to spoil and go rancid. So these are just some ideas for different kinds of chewers, from your toys, your balls, all the way to your bones. Y'all have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Joe.